Just
Yeah,
after.
you want heading to stay heading.
Right.
Ooh, just I think you double clicked on it. So
And was it doing that from the very beginning?
I can just click cancel. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So heading, you want to stay heading.
Go
Chapter,
down
you
here.
want to be just pick TSC chapter.
And then you need entry,
Because that makes sense.
Right.
And then you also,
Right tab in there.
yeah. You also might want to change the style for your table contents heading. If you have
Okay.
that TOC title
Text.
one, is that one that you made?
Yes.
Yeah, then use that.
Kind of. Okay, that'll work.
So it had a space as well as that tab. So if you went back in there and made it so it's just a tab and not a space as well, then you probably won't have that top part. So
All the other stuff is
At least this isn't just.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The example is right there.
Okay, so table of contents can be kind of tricky. It's best to have your styles set up ahead of time, and then we can just select those inside our table of contents dialog box. Does anyone have any questions about formatting the table of contents?
I mean, this is a pretty simple textbook. Most textbooks have like, 30 chapters with like 20 million subheadings, so.
Yeah. And
It's the
as
same
long as
idea,
you
right?
have your styles well organized, it should be a pretty simple process.
And then you would just link those text boxes together so that your table of contents can span multiple pages. Do you remember how to do that?
The alt thing? When you're putting the text in?
Yeah.
Is that?
Or after the text already is in, there's that little icon in the bottom right corner when you have the selection tool.
Oh, really?
This little like white square. And
Yeah.
you can tap on that to
So
load
I
your
can show you
cursor.
that this little, so when I'm selected on this text box, this little square down here at the bottom,
Okay.
if you click on that, then it will link your text.
Cool.
All right, so we've got our table of contents in.
Don't click there, 'cause it would
Right.
replace your table.
We've worked on placing pictures in our document before, but I want to show you how we can place a different format of picture. This is a Photoshop document that we're going to place inside of the document rather than just a JPEG like we've done before. So in InDesign, go to File and Place, and then find the giraffe file, and you'll see that it is a Photoshop document. Go ahead and open that. And then you can place that either by clicking or clicking and dragging to draw out your frame.
I think you might have just had that text trim selected when you had it or something.
I just went into that,
And just make that fill up your page. If you remember, the master page elements are always on the lowest level. So this document, or this image, is covering up our page numbers. And a simple way to change that is just by changing the arrangement. So with the photo selected,
Two chapters first.
go up to Object and Arrange and Send to Back. So that brings our table of contents in front, but our page numbers are still back there. We'll have to edit those individually. So does anyone remember how we can edit master page elements? Because right now I can't click on them.
You were so fine. So you made progress.
Yeah, you went to the layers, right?
Yeah, so
Pages?
we actually need the layers panel. Oh yeah, no, it's not there yet. So we'll have to find the layers panel under Window. Yeah, but you're exactly right. So the layers panel. And so right now we just have that one single layer with everything on it.
You also, and I also hope if you get rid of that tab. Yeah, it just backspace it. So you just have that one.
But if we create a new layer, then we can put the master elements on top of that.
The same things with the headings. Usually we'll content
So go to your pages layer.
Setup. You just need to change how the style is being used by your table of contents.
Okay, so this is.
That's it.
And there we can select all of these elements. I'm just gonna select them all by highlighting over them.
For after the entry, and you want it quick.
And it's still.
That's fine.
And so right now, those are all on layer 1. And we can tell because that's the one that's highlighted and has that little blue dot.
Then you can just change. your-
So what we can do is we can just cut those and then click on layer 2 and then paste them in place. Instead of Control V, it's Control Shift V.
Just the Control C though?
Sorry?
Control C to copy? Or
I
edit?
cut it, so Control X.
And that's just a part of
Doesn't need to point it.
to the right.
And then paste in place, sorry, is Control Alt Shift V. Or you can just come up to the edit menu and find that.
Because they were based on that.
Control Alt
Control Alt Shift V.
That's
It's kind of a long one.
What does Control Alt V do?
I don't know. Oh, it looks like it's paste into something. I'm not sure when you would use that. Cool, so now that's on layer 2. So when we go back to look at our page, it's on top.
So now, we're trying to put this.
Wasn't it on top before?
Yeah.
I feel like before you did all that, it was still
We're
there.
gonna have to review some stuff that we did the other day as
Let me
well.
undo a couple
with
steps.
Making it appear behind stuff. Especially the.
Yeah, so just go back one and it was right there.
This is very.
Before you cut everything.
So, well, that's because I was on my master page,
Oh.
and so it was on top. But on the normal page, it was hidden behind this image of the giraffe.
Click and drag where you want the file.
And so all Adobe programs work really well together. So because this is a Photoshop file, we can edit it really simply from within InDesign. So remember, every element, every picture, every text that we place is a link in our document. So if we go to the links panel, we can see all these.
And then some
So these are all the images that we already have in our document.
then
You'll see our giraffe Photoshop document there in that list of links.
make your image full.
And let's say we want to edit this picture a little bit more. We can go to Photoshop directly from within InDesign and do that. So if you right click on that file, it gives you the options to edit.
So we're.
And you can edit from within InDesign or from Photoshop. So if I click edit with, and then I click Photoshop, it will open up the Photoshop program. And any changes we make in Photoshop will be reflected in our InDesign document.
So then, you have to hit that arrow to see all.
So I thought that was what Adobe Bridge did. Is that not what it does?
I'm not exactly sure what Adobe Bridge.
Okay, I just thought it like connected all of it.
But yeah, this might be a similar function, it's just built into InDesign.
Makes more sense.
So I won't spend a lot of time in Photoshop because that's not what the class is about, but I just want to show you how I can make an adjustment to the photo here. Like I can make this giraffe green or something. And then when I go and save this, then we go back to InDesign, our giraffe is green here.
How do you delete in this?
And that's because it's linked to that file.
Okay.
So any adjustments you make to any of your links will show up in InDesign later.
Master page elements at the top.
Yeah.
You need to move those.
So does anyone have any questions so far about what we've gone over?
Because right now everything's on layer one,
So we have the lines and the page numbers.
right? So come here to pages.
Okay, so let's go back to our example file. We've already got our text in place. There's some different images here.
Actually,
We learned last time how to do that text wrap around the image.
it's on top of layer two.
We'll get to the table later, but for now, just looking at the images, I want you all to go through and add the images at places inside of your document
Layer two.
and try to replicate the text wraps that we have here. Some of them are just easy square, but some of them will wrap around the image. So just take a few minutes and add those to your document. And And then if you have any questions, I'll just be walking around.
Giraffe is on my phone.
Right.
So do you probably just abandon this page for now? I don't know. That looks really good. Sorry, Tony, we zoned out over here. What did you just start doing?
Did you see the giraffe thing?
Yeah, that's what we were just doing here, but.
Right?
Oh, okay, yeah, and then we edited the giraffe in Photoshop really quickly, just to show them how it links to InDesign.
Okay.
So you didn't miss much, and then we're just going and adding all the photos to the document,
Okay.
and they're practicing their text wrap.
So go ahead and do that then, just
So
file
did you do
place.
all this just by changing the formatting just manually here?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just doing.
So,
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
I'm trying to get to match the example.
Oh,
but-
right.
and you can even pick all of those images
But
at
I mean,
once.
because the font is so big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you hold shift or control, then you can select multiple ones. I think you have to select one and it should. Oh no, that is totally selected, I just, from this angle, it looks like it is.
So for some reason Photoshop isn't letting me select anything. Like I tried, oh no, it's letting me
So you
select
have
stuff.
all those images.
So I was just gonna try changing it to purple, but it's not.
It says seven, it's not just like seven, you can use the
So,
arrow keys to like switch between.
Do you wanna like add the adjustment and edit?
Yes, I was waiting for it to open. So it's not
Fine.
my-
So that's just an adjustment piece right there.
Oh, okay.
And then it's hue and saturation, which is that font. And then you can just,
You know, I'm adding like all the wrong images here, but.
did I hide the text?
Yeah, because we don't have any text wrapping on it right now, so it's just putting things in place with the text. You'll have to go back and fix that in the text wrap.
What is that?
you'll just have to move it
It's
around
like
until it's-
backwards. Yeah. It's like the pulled over here.
It's really, it's not text wrap. It's like text edges.
It's on contour options down the bottom. Um,
Oh. Just edges, oh, thank you.
And you already had it like 2/3 of the way done, because you already had this setting on. That's the
Yeah.
one that it has to be for
That's
this.
where I looked there, I just didn't see it, so, okay, cool,
Yeah.
thanks.
And then I just add a little bit of padding.
Oh, that's good. Cool. Thank you.
Is anybody running into trouble with bringing in images?
That's great. Look how much you guys have learned. At the beginning, a lot of you have never used InDesign, and now you're just adding images like crazy.
Just
I changed it to blue.
Oh. I just saw all of a sudden where they turned to look at it.
And if you get tired of doing the images, you can also work on making some of these pull-out quotes. We did this briefly on day 3. So you can practice and see if you can get these pull-out quotes as well.
Where, I don't remember how to do the bullet points.
So we basically just made new text boxes
Okay.
and then put
So
those
that's something that you can
on a
change
page
in,
and then just did a wrap.
paragraph styles.
Just like they're in
So,
an image.
Just, I would deselect your text, so like click off in the margins or
So you use like the
spacing,
rectangle.
and then open up the paragraph styles panel and double click on that TOC chapter style.
And then you can just type in it by clicking on it with.
And then here on it, it's in spacing. You can just tell it to have
Hard to see
less
when it's on
space
top of
between
another thing.
lines.
You could just do it over to the side.
You can make that negative, yeah.
And then click on the type tool and it'll be able to type in it.
Um,
But it's just the inside of
Yeah, because I guess the text boxes are kind of piled on top of each other. If you like go over to the workspace more.
The bigger problem is you have all this space after your headings. I want to change the heading style though because it's being used elsewhere in the document, not just in the table of contents. So what you might have to do is make a new style that's based on heading and change your table of contents to use that one.
It's just for this
Oh.
line.
So-
So this way I wanna pull it. Okay, pull it down and take it out.
Yeah,
So-
you use the selection tool to grab it.
That's fine. Have your cursor on one of those headings so that, or off of the text completely while you're doing this so that it's not messing with anything. And then
So
just click
it
heading.
looks like your font is too big for this.
And
item.
I
So
manually
we
made
could
it
change the
smaller.
font, change the size.
Oh, okay.
So I thought the fixing it there, you could put the text or the.
I would just close out of that and hit new style.